I'm going to share a little bit of information about karate with you. Karate is perhaps one of the world's most popular martial arts, having had its run in many movies, including the well-known Karate Kid. Karate is not considered a peaceful martial art such as Aikido, however. Karate implements a variety of striking techniques such as punching, kicking, and open-handed strikes. The objective in the martial art of karate is not to incapacitate an opponent by bringing him or her down through a series of joint locks, throws, and grappling techniques. However, it is geared more towards debilitating an opponent by getting in more strikes to areas of interest such as the neck, face, and knees. When a student begins to learn karate, attitude has just as much to do with the form of martial arts as does perfecting punching or kicking technique. Masters of karate will emphasize several concepts, such as the three spirits and the four sicknesses. The three spirits are intended to inspire a karate student to master his or herself and the art by embodying three essential spirits. A karate student should have a spirit of perseverance, they should have a good fighting spirit, and most of all have a good winning spirit. Similarly, the four sicknesses elaborate more on things that can weaken the student, such as confusion, doubt, surprise, and fear. Karate students will spend much time learning how to defeat these unseen opponents. Without confusion, doubt, surprise, and fear, it is likely that a karate student will be able to defend his or herself wholeheartedly. A student of karate wishing to pass forth to the next belt or level will be tested on several things. Students of karate will be graded on reflexes and their power and strength of the strikes, the balance and coordination they have in their position or stance, and the speed and form which the moves are performed. Due to the variety of kicks, punches, and assorted strikes used in the martial art, karate is an excellent form of self-defense that not only has become very popular over recent years, but also shows no signs of slowing down. The complete history of karate is unclear. Many people argue over its true origins. However, it is safe to say that the inception of karate was in Okinawa. Although some people consider Okinawa and Japan to be the same entity, during the time of karate's creation, the two were separate. It was actually much later, after karate had become popular in Okinawa, that it became popular in Japan. Karate began as a form of martial arts known simply as Te, and was practiced widely by the royal court and influential people of Okinawa. Te was not a set art form, however. With each different area it was practiced in, it took on influences of the culture and people there. Many Okinawans developed their own personal styles of Te by adding or taking away moves and techniques from forms called kata, according to their own tastes. During this time, distinguished members of the Okinawan society regularly visited China to learn various art forms and disciplines. As a result, Okinawans integrated a form of Chinese Gong Fu, and the Te styles began to take on the form of modern karate as we know it today. Even in recent years, however, there is not much delineation between styles of karate, similar to the roots of the Te styles, which also had very little delineation between styles. Around 1806, a man by the name of Tode Sakugawa began teaching one of these forms of fighting in a city known as Shuri, and the fighting style was called Shuri-te. Having been one of the first ones to start teaching a form of fighting with roots in Okinawa, and modern karate began to take shape. Tode Sakugawa's efforts in the city of Shuri is actually the first written record of the martial art karate. Karate quickly took to popularity, and many of Tode Sakugawa's original students began teaching their own adapted styles of karate to students of their own. Sokon Matsumura is considered Sakugawa's most prominent student, and he adapted his own style of karate by incorporating techniques found in Okinawan Te and Shaolin art forms. Matsumura then taught his style, which became known as the Shorin-ryu, which is still used today, to a man by the name of Anko Itosu. Itosu is often called the grandfather of karate, and taught many prominent figures in karate. He developed many kata for beginners, and also developed his own style of karate which he brought to Japan. It was after karate was brought to Japan that it began to gain extreme popularity. With the help of men such as Gichin Funakoshi and Otsuka Hironori, karate began to take on a more modern form. Hironori blended techniques from several forms of martial arts, such as Jujutsu. This particular form of karate is known as Wado-ryu, which is a more fluid and energetic martial art, and because of this took on more fighting and sparring, or kumite. This form is perhaps the closest to modern karate as we know it today. Many people today continue to practice karate, even though it has come a long way from its original inception in Okinawa. I hope you've learned a little bit about karate and its history. Thank you for watching.